There we go. Let me just start sharing.
Uh-oh. OBS crashed on me.
Oh, wow. What, just when you started?
Yeah. Sorry. Get back up.
You might have to reshare your link then. As I think whenever you go live it creates a new link. Not quite sure.
Well, let's see. Alright. I think we're live. Let's see who comes in.
Okay, almost done sharing the link. So many discords.
Yeah. I'm actually saying I'm offline.
Okay. I think that's it.
Alright. Hang on. For some reason I'm offline. Hang on.
No stress.
Well, get her.
Hello?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Okay. I am all good to go then.
Okay.
So for anyone watching, I'm gonna apologize in advance for the loud noises from above. There might be either a robot or a kid rolling around on the upper floors. Oh, I'm not gonna peek it. I'm gonna wait for... Wait, how do I say your name again?
My name is Avilar.
Avilar. Oh, okay, that's easy to remember.
Yes, it is. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm trying to get my stream up, but it keeps saying it's offline. Why is that?
Do you have some memory issue?
Yeah, I'm streaming pretty good from OBS. Just YouTube's not picking up.
Just wait, in like a few minutes you're gonna have a bunch of like short stream clips on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm fearing that.
In the meantime, let me go and... Hello, MacHorse. Today I am joining the home server, which is... it's a let's build mixture with storytelling. Is that how you would describe this world, Avilar?
It's the home server, yes.
Yeah. It's created by Grumpy Owl, who is heading this project, which is everybody is coming together to build a world. So there's a bunch of different cool builders on here, and they help create like different kingdom, different locations, and such to add to the story of home. And I am just the newest member to join.
Glad to have you.
And Avilar here is gonna help show me around. It's kind of like a roleplay server. No, it's more of a let's play, no, let's build server, I would say, with a story. Like,
yeah, that's correct. The best way I put it is kind of like it's a play production. It's a let's play. We build in creative, but we have a team of co-writers with voice actors. So between us building and them doing their thing, it kind of creates this very unique way of telling a story of and a lore of a kingdom that we created here. So best way I can say is more of a play production.
So was this the first thing he built? I believe this was in episode 1. I should maybe go get the playlist so people can go check it out later if they like.
Yep, and I'm connected. I'm good to go. I'm just gonna reshare the new link. I had to cancel it, so I apologize, guys.
Grumpy Owl home. That's another bunch of other grumpy owls. No, there he is. Home. Let's see. Let's link that real quick. That is shaders indeed. And if you want to go check out Avilar, he is right here. He's the second link.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And okay.
All right.
Well, thanks for the likes, guys.
I am streaming. They can hear you. Okay. What's wrong? What you got? What's wrong? Right here, baby.
How do I come into your server? This is a private server, Bones. There's a bunch of builders on here, like creators and such, who come in and build for the series. But if you're interested in seeing more of this, Grumpy Owl posted a bunch of videos with stories and such.
All right. I'm good to go.
Awesome. Okay, so should we check out the server first?
Yeah, for sure. Well, real quick, I'm getting feedback when you're in my voice.
What? You can hear yourself?
Yeah. I think I know. I think I know where it's coming from.
Do you have the video open or something?
Yeah, my video is muted.
Oh. Wait, where do I get a notification? Okay.
Alright.
Okay, ready to go?
Alright, so we're ready to go. So this is one of the first kingdoms here that Grumpy created in back in the day. This town of Sanctuary.
Mm.
So this is the world of Endry. The previous world was had a cataclysm that destroyed a lot of its the old world, and with the help of the architect, they came through the portal and start building basically their world. There is a world anvil link that I have to give to you to put on your description. I don't have the ability to do it right now, but where a lot of the lore is spoken and told at. But this is Sanctuary, so that's kind of the first area to come into, if you will, the immigration center, if you will.
Wait, where?
This whole kingdom that you're in right now.
Right, okay. There's a lot of villagers in the water all over the place there.
Yeah, their AI is a little...
Or have they just been wandering around her and then decided to walk into the water and get stuck?
Yep. You know how their AI is.
So, did Grumpy build all of this, or did somebody else work on it too?
Grumpy had a big part of it in the beginning. Right now we got... Crafty Manus is doing here. Night 13 is building here. He's got the little market back here that he's working on. I don't know all the names, but the Tower of Enlightenment, they would just see the big tower there in the background.
Is this done, or is it still being worked on?
It's still being worked on.
Yeah, seemed like it was a pretty big build.
Yeah.
I like this little walkway between the two towers here.
Yep. Everything's pretty much still in work in progress. At least here, it's constantly growing. Story's constantly growing.
Okay. Is there no interior yet?
No.
So is this like I'm guessing it's more spread out where the main like from what I could tell of the videos of home is that if there is like an overlining story, it's a little bit more spread out between individual locations and characters.
It is. They're connecting them. There is a big story arc that connects them all. I mean, they all came from the same world. But yeah, there is. And that's where we can go to the other kingdoms. We can kind of talk about that. I don't want to get into the lore too much because there's Grumpy does a great job with the voice acting. It kind of gets into the stories a little bit better than we hear. But there is a larger arc over everything that's still in motion right now. Each kingdom has its own stories as well, of course. But yes, there is connection between the characters and the kingdoms. It's one big world. So like I said, this is this first one, Sanctuary. Back here where we just entered out of is our hub, where all the command blocks and for us to teleport to the different kingdoms are.
Does that have any lore too, or is it just a hub?
It's really just the hub. It's the immigration. This whole town's an immigration center, so this is one of the first buildings. The portal, you know, for what the architect came through is there on the left side. Of course, that that goes to the netherworld, which we're building nothing there, but it's part of the story in the play production, if you will.
Okay, so there is an actual nether.
Okay. Yeah, nothing was being done over there though.
Okay.
So we can go to the first one. Well, let's go ahead and. I've been kind of spending a lot of time in Harvest, so
okay.
I know it a little bit better.
Harvest it is.
Let me go ahead and make this day.
Also, yeah, it's Silder. I can quickly go to see. Yep. This is the Silder I'm using macros. Okay.
Yeah, this is Spigot server, so that's what you saw there.
Yeah, I like the actually to see the change of time.
So Harvest is the story for Harvest is basically, if you will, it's kind of like the Midwest for us in America. Here, it's the breadbasket of the kingdoms. This place feeds the kingdoms. Each kingdom does have a trade and an export and import, but Harvest by mostly is where a lot of the food comes from. Obviously, the idea is rolling grains of wheat and stuff like that.
So the farmers.
They're farmers, yeah. Think of old English medieval towns and stuff like that. That's a lot of the theme here. Tim 4E or Tim Counselor, T4E, built a lot of these hobbit holes. We see hobbit holes, but the race is human here. But
okay, I was about to ask like the.
yeah, a lot of people get confused with that. It's just a way. It's just a way of calling them. It's little small little holes, little houses.
They are the hobbit hole designs, but I like the integrating them into like a human society too, like not just having the style for hobbits.
Yes.
So did you build these or?
No, so that's Tim Counselor, or he's got a YouTube channel from T4E for all YouTubers out there.
Oh wait, did he use this as like the oven is open? Oh, interesting.
Yep. Yeah, Tim's got a great eye for detail on using the texture pack here. We're actually using Jermsy's Boy's texture pack. I'm not sure if everybody's aware of that. He has a channel as well, Jermsy Boy.
Yeah, I'm assuming every builder on here have a channel, right? Or
yeah, thinking through most of them. Yeah, most of them have a channel. Yes.
Oh, there's some builders that don't.
There is one Willow. He just started his Willow Lily. He just started his, and he's getting up to steam to actually start creating more content. He does have some videos on his channel, but for the most part, a lot of guys are content creators and streamers.
Okay.
And the list of builders is pretty long. I'll have to give you a description to put in, but we got Alistair Grumpy, Callus, Cloutos, Crafter Manus. I mean, the list goes on. This was a kind of a community build.
A community build?
Yeah, little one. Not too long ago.
Well, did like a bunch of you guys get on at the same time and did this, or like okay?
Yep, the interior still has to be done, of course. But,
okay.
Everything's a progress.
Let's close that door.
Willow did this build over here with the purple. Of course, the interior isn't done yet. There's everybody here's got like 15 projects they're doing. We're just kind of moving along as we feel inspired. The motto here is "Build where your heart is" type thing. The idea of home, right?
Home is where the heart is.
Home is where the heart is.
Also, hey, Nubika.
If you go, we can follow this path. Let's go ahead and take a right over here. We'll bring you into the harbor that I've been kind of building on.
Oh.
Of course, everything's in progress.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I just put out an episode this past week for this warehouse I just completed. But, of course, the harbor in general is still a work in progress.
I like this one.
Yes, yeah, that's the one I just got finished. The building you're actually standing on is actually the crane building. I had to move it over, but...
Oh, it's going to be a crane on it?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be. So a lot of people in Minecraft build cranes. They put them right on the, I call it boardwalk of the harbor. I saw some Google image references about a crane that's in a tower. I can't really see where it was from. But I kind of like that idea. It actually sounds like a silo within itself.
This kind of tripped me out when I went to click the door and I clicked this. I'm like, wait, oh, what?
yeah.
I'm like,
only indication.
That was supposed to be a block.
Yes. So I have these tunnels here. When the harbor's all said and done, it's going to be basically enclosed, and the only way into the harbor is through these tunnels.
Oh, okay.
And then there'll be an outer lane city here. So when you walk through, it kind of opens up to the inner harbor. I kind of thought that was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, I like that.
This walkway over here is just to get around the crane building, but just give you a little something of interest, something to walk around. I like to build in realism and kind of immersing people into the world. So. So
yeah, that's a very nice detail. I like that. I like that you're planning it out like that.
Oh, yeah.
What is this building then?
So this is going to be a warehouse. Of course, we got to fill it in and big on the light spots. Of course.
Yeah, you guys like your exterior, don't you?
We like our exteriors, and I do love interiors. I literally just finished this up on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So we got to the interior.
Oh, doing some sideway housing here.
Yeah, bring a little.
That's gonna be fun.
Lineup. Yeah, challenge. They're always challenging.
I recently the latest stream I had Grumpy come and watch when I was building for my world. I did a sideways church, which was bigger than the warehouse.
Okay.
I'm still dreading doing more of the detailing on that because like I can't flip it or paste it or anything because it's sideways. Oh, okay. It's so frustrating, but it's gonna be so good though.
Bet. So this harbor, of course, will be filled with ships and stuff like that.
Are you good at ships?
I am learning ships. Their ships are very difficult, but we have a gentleman named Knight 13. He's pretty good with ships. So I might ask him for his assistance on that one. Go ahead and make a day here. So, of course, you see in the distance here is the water mill. One of the first builds I did on the server.
Ooh.
And that does have interior.
Oh, okay. I like that. Oh, it has interior. Okay, wonderful. Let's go and see that.
So, the water wheel is actually turning a gear system.
Oh, inside?
Yeah. Which I'm kind of working in the realm of Minecraft. It's best I can make it.
I got a track system in here.
Yeah, so that's where you're loading up the wheat onto the grinder. That basically turns it into flour.
Okay.
There's a trap door that leads down to the actual the gear system.
Okay, so here's the gear system. Wonderful, I like it. So, when it comes to like time period stuff on here, is there a rule?
So there is a time period. There's a timeline on the World Anvil that goes by its own time feature. If I had to place it with us, it's probably within the fantasy medieval realm type time frame. But
okay,
the world itself does have a timeline on World Anvil.
Because I'm getting a little bit more modern feel from this place than I did the first place. Like not modern, but more It's like a little bit more advanced.
Yeah. So each kingdom has its own theme and setting. I would take Sanctuary in this place basically kind of a medieval setting. I don't think we come in that way of thinking what time period. It's the world itself follows a timeline. But yeah, the styles and themes is kind of what drives, because it's also story. So Sanctuary is built one way. We're talking about Harvest being kind of like a later American Midwest type feel with the festivals and the pie eating contest. I'm not sure if you're familiar with our traditions, but that kind of same feel. But we're also, of course, it's a fantasy. We're bringing in basically, I call it medieval. It's actually Eastern Europe Tudor style type housing, and it's also some Louisiana feel to a little more modern Victorian style. So there's a mixture.
Yeah. I have a love-hate relationship with diagonal builds. I love to build them, but I also hate it. I'm exactly the same way, Nubica.
Yeah, so I never built one before, and I'm gonna challenge myself with this. So
it's a good thing to experiment with, I think.
Yep. Oh yeah. So I'll buy the warehouse here I can show you where the town is being created. So this is the harbor, right?
Yeah.
So each kingdom is gonna be really big and epic, and so this is the harbor section. We're actually planning a second harbor, but we also got a main town, Prosper, we like to call it.
Is that gonna be behind the docks there, or like your?
It's quite a ways down the road.
Oh, okay. Where are you?
I'll come find you, actually.
I am by the river behind the dock. Oh, okay. Yes. Hello.
Yep.
Also, we're going this way.
They're going this way.
Actually, I'm gonna go into game mode 3. No, wait. Spectator. I can type. There we go. Then I can go a little bit faster.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you know that if you go in Spectator and then you scroll with your wheel, you go faster?
Yeah, I did know that. I did realize that.
I recently learned that. I'm like, oh, my world has changed.
Real quick, the building on the right here is the Frog Inn. It was based on one of the home stories from Grumpy's playlist or channel there, called the Dog Named Frog. It's kind of one of our southern style, if you will, hillbilly.
I think that is the one where I thought you voice acted in because of your accent.
Okay. No, that wasn't me. Wasn't me. But the building was inspired by that. The dog's over here on the pier, but
hello,
doggy. Inspired by that. It's kind of like a little watering hole / inn.
What was the dog called again?
Frog.
Frog. Nice name. Who did the inn?
T4E, Tim Counselor.
Okay.
If anybody's used to our southern United States here, that story will kind of make sense to a lot of guys. It's the hillbilly style.
I learned it from you a couple of days ago. It felt... I felt like such a... that I didn't know that. I learned it like at least a month ago. So I'm no better, Nubica. But yeah, you told me you haven't played Minecraft for that long, like a year, almost.
Yeah, so about a little over 6 months. I've been playing, so it's not that long.
I've been playing since 2011. It's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah. I'm hoping to gain that same amount of history. I got pulled into Minecraft obviously I got 3 young kids. They kind of got me into Minecraft. Been kind of in and out of the game. When I finally sat down and played it, just kind of hooked me.
Do you do anything artistically outside of Minecraft or before?
I dabbled in some graphic arts and a little bit of drawing and painting. Yes. I also a musician, if you want to call it that. I'm basically a guitar player for almost going on 16 years now. I record live bands, so I always dabble in a lot of things.
Nice. That's not floating trees.
They all have a artistic style to them. So.
Yeah, because like you have not played Minecraft for long, but you're a really good builder.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So it did not take you long to get into that.
Nah, it's just the hard part now is like you have visions in your mind and you're trying to place Minecraft blocks to fit that. But yeah, I dabbled in the art world for a while, so color, uh, structure, shapes, the basics. They come to me pretty easily. So you're in spec area. I don't know exactly where you're.
I'm circling this horse right now.
Okay. Oh, I was behind you. So the horse statue is one I'm doing.
Ooh.
So Harvest big storyline is based off a horse race that from the winners that they hand out D titles and land titles. So horse is pretty much something here that's pretty important to the kingdom. So we asked for a horse statue, and I kind of threw this together real quick just to give some shapes and structure and size to the guys that are building the buildings behind you. The bigger one behind the horse is the town hall, which is Tim Counselor's working on.
Okay, so Tim Counselor is doing like most of the builds here.
Yeah. So me and Tim kind of hand in hand here. Willow's over here. So a lot of the diagonal building that you see back here and whatnot, these are willows.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, they're exceptional.
How?
Yeah.
No. Can't believe that he bothers. I like how they kind of mishmash into each other though. They're very trade district feel to it.
That's good because that's what we're hitting for. Town halls, the inspiration is the town halls in the center, and you will have shops and trade shops, or like you said, trade districts on the sides, left and right, with a big, basically a town square, if you will, with the horse statue being the centerpiece of it. So you kind of nailed it there.
I like that. What a town hall, was that what you call it?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that it has like a manor mixed with a barn feel to it.
Yeah,
I feel like that really fits the theme of the Harvest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Tim actually did these walls with the shulker boxes. Never saw that done, and that's pretty interesting.
Wait, that's the shulkers? Oh wow.
Yeah, the shulkers using the textures of them. That's pretty unique idea.
Well done.
Might have to steal that from you, Tim.
I did not think about that. But then again, I keep clicking walls and then suddenly they open and I get confused.
Let me go ahead and...
No problem, Nubika. Good night.
So that's basically Harvest right now. Like I said, it's a build in progress. It's one of the newer kingdoms. That's why it's a lot of things in skeleton format. But
I like the feel of this place. It's very like happy, homey kind of.
Exactly.
Feel.
Yeah. Yep. I got plans for festival grounds. Yeah, I don't know if you're how used you are to American tradition, but we always like to say American West festivals where pie eating contests were and stuff like that. But that's kind of the feel. You're right, happy farmer-ish type lands.
Yeah, I've never been to America, but I understand it through TV.
yeah, okay. And you follow the road out, which I'm heading to right now. There's forest there now, but they're gonna be. A lot of it's going to be cleared. They're going to be rolling hills of the wheats and stuff like that. Because remember, there's a ocean to the left, right past my render distance. But that's where we're going to build a second harbor.
We need a bridge over here. Yes, I'm way ahead of you.
It's okay. That's okay. You're hard to see to keep up with you.
Then we have the windmill over here. Very nice.
Yep, so Night 13, one of our newer builders as well, has been working on this. This actually was influenced by one of the farms that he built on I believe it was Wells Night Patreon server. Don't hold me to that, but it's actually an active redstone farm that he was using where the villagers are harvesting, and then it would basically go into a storage system through an item filters and stuff. So,
wait, is this active or is this?
No, so that part's not here. I'll see.
Okay.
But and don't want to drag the server down, but yeah, so that was the idea. Created the activity of the villagers actually farming something. So
yeah, at least the farmers are like actually farming.
yeah, not stuck in water. Their AI is quirky in 1.14.
I've heard that 1.14 is a lot worse when it comes to like bugs and stuff. I've actually not tried it yet. Yeah,
so it went through some hiccups. I think coming into 0.3, the pre-releases are getting rid of them, but there is a lot of issues. So I know my survival world that for my LP is in 1.14. I kind of stayed at 1.2, 0.2 right now. But their big thing was the redstone bugs, but they did a lighting update change in the engine, so I think that caused a lot of chunk loading errors and stuff like that.
So what is this little thing? Like a little boat dock of some sort?
Trying to see where you're at.
By the inn, almost the bridge.
I think this. I gotta remember one of his episodes. This is T4E, Tim Counselor. I think this was supposed to be like a little fishing pier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got the rods on the item frames and stuff.
So yeah. That makes sense. I didn't look from above.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay. Have we seen all of Harvest then?
So this is basically all Harvest. Yeah, everything else is a little bit bigger.
No. Okay.
A lot to see.
Well, so far I really like Harvest.
I don't really know where the command block is, but on that.
Yeah, I see you. Whoop, whoop.
All right. I'm clicking.
Oh, thank you.
And now me.
Game. So what's up next?
So everyone's favorites and a lot of stories on the Gumpies is Scorn. So
oh yeah.
Scorn is basically there's a huge story behind that. It's ran by a covenant of 13 witches. The leader being the Red Witch of Selene.
Yes, I believe she was in one of my favorite episodes.
Yep. And so she's voiced by Foxy Monoxide, who did a lot of the building here. And don't mind the goose, that was a birthday present.
Yeah. I was about to ask.
Yeah. It was a birthday present for Grumpy. She did a nice little video about it. So she is the Red Witch here. Scorn is basically an outcast type town or kingdom. Thieves, outlaws, danger lurking around every corner. Of course, it's governed by 13 witches. Yeah, so a lot of dark evilness. Actually, this is better if I did it at night.
Of course.
I don't know how YouTube darkens this up too much. But...
I got some good fire.
Yeah, a lot of fire.
So, are any people living here? Like you said, bandits and such?
Yeah, there's bandits, thieves. There's a guild here called the Guild of Whispers. Yeah, all kinds of baddies here.
But it's run by witches.
Run by witches, yeah.
Serpent's Inn.
Serpent's Inn, yeah.
There's a lot of people here.
Yep. So some of the stories that on Grumpy's channel is basically here and the Witches Covenant that's being built.
So who is mostly over here?
Right now, it's a lot of Foxy Monoxide and me.
Okay, you're everywhere, aren't you?
I'm everywhere. You kind of build where your heart is, they say, right? So I got an inspiration for a Scorn build. I'll jump over to Scorn. If I have an inspiration for Harvest, I'll go to Harvest. It's kind of the two places I'm kind of at right now.
I'm a little bit confused about how it works with building though, like because you can build wherever, but isn't there somebody with like a plan for each area? And like if I suddenly show up and I build something around that doesn't add up to the plan or something.
So you're correct. So the planners are basically the writers. Like see, Foxy Monoxide is also the writer here. Harvest is Tim Counselor. So a lot of questions like that and planning goes kind of through them because they're building the story behind it. When we get into the other kingdoms, I'll say the writers' names because the list does go pretty big. Actually.
Okay, so I do have to like check with somebody for each region on what I can build.
Yeah, like hey, can I build over here? These are the style houses I'm thinking about over here. This is my idea, and you know they can kind of check with your story, or they might write a story for it. I'll give you an example. There was conversation. I'm gonna fly here a minute. There was conversation about a Crimson Lily base here, which is the base of the guards of Scorn. So you know, just through talking, you know, it's all communication is the key. We developed an area, and then I put this building over here. So this building is basically the Crimson Lily's fort that I completed.
With a nice beacon in the middle.
With a nice beacon in the middle, just to give it a little more. For a little more magic behind it.
So wait, did the witches build this place, or did they?
So that story hasn't been written, but it's possible. So I
Okay.
said there was a lot of conversation about this. So Scorn by itself is an old city, if you will. It's based in a swamp. Its structures are sinking constantly, so nothing's stable, nothing's consistent. So what you'll find is buildings on top of buildings on top of buildings. So there might have been one temple here at one time, and this is the newer building. Maybe they got help from the witches. That story is yet to be told. That's kind of part of it, where the builders can kind of get involved and say have input in the. Hey, sometimes you can influence the story.
Okay, so it has like a river entrance here with a skull. That's a very nice looking skull.
Yeah, I think I know where you're at. You're way over there.
Say
You know,
I want to see this at night.
Yep.
Actually, it's a little bit dark. Time of day.
Yeah, I was noticing YouTube is a little darker, so I kind of put a pick of the day.
I was trying to get a nice screenshot of it.
No problem. You'll notice a big house, or I won't say castle per se, but a big old house in the distance. This is where I'm at now.
Okay.
This is where the Witch's Covenant is, and the seat of the power of Scorn. Foxy is basically finished this, I think. I think she basically finished it.
This one? It's a little bit hard
Yep.
to see where's the entrance, so this is probably the entrance.
You're correct. So this is coming into the ramparts walls. This is where their guards will be. There's a little, by the bookshelves, there's a way out, which goes up a walkway up to the Witch's Covenant.
Oh, so this isn't there. Wait, what is this place, you said?
I believe this is, if you will, the war room, but I don't want to speak for Foxy too much, but I think the Covenant can meet here. Maybe
Oh, so this is more like a
here.
council building, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Is there anything on top? Oh yeah, another altar, of course.
It is witches.
Yep.
And this house entrance is on the side. Of course, you a little farm area with the cows, but follow the path up. Set of steps.
Hello, AG. Ah, okay. There we go.
And the grandfather clock.
Oh, I like me a good clock.
Just basically put an armor stand in there. That's pretty cool idea. I'm gonna steal that from one day.
Oh wait, what is this?
Oh.
Oh, brown bed. Okay.
Howdy, Obney. How we doing?
I like that. You can use the bed texture for something else. Ooh, they got a nether portal. Wait, what is that? Is that a beacon? Yeah, it's a beacon.
Gotta be able to.
I'm like learning all these new textures. And I'm like, ooh.
Oh yeah. Pop this out. Pop
Some
one.
more witch pots.
Yep. 1 second. Just trying to pop this chat up.
Yep.
Thanks, Yob. Thank you, Obney.
Got a bunch of beds
There
up
you go.
here.
There you go.
Master bedroom.
Yep, up top.
That's
I'll
where
be
we came
right-
from.
Be right back, guys. It's 5 seconds.
Yep, yep. We'll just fly around. It is very beautiful.
Yeah, I guess you did text me. No, I didn't.
What about the dog?
Ari's been out. Trixie's been out. She might need to go out in a second.
I like this one.
Not sure. You want my card? You want to order something? I didn't catch your text. I ran. It broke. What that?
Oh, this is some kind of like
If you're
cooking
Okay,
place.
sorry about that. I'm back.
Welcome back.
What cooking place you talking about? Not sure yet.
Was this like a little hot underwater here?
That's the the Widow, I believe. There's actually part of one of his series there.
What are these for? Do you know?
Yeah, so this is the layout for the marketplace that's going to be here.
Okay.
First, little stalls, or I call it kiosks, be built here, yet to be built.
Interesting. Oh, what is this one? Has like a little fort-like feel to it, or like more bricky.
Yep.
Is this a home?
It's a I think it's a home. It wasn't mentioned in any stories. There's a lot of these things are not aware of, or just I won't say fill in, but yeah.
Is there anywhere else I'm missing in this place?
For Scorn, no, I think kind of seen everything. It's a busy area. A lot to see.
There's something in the back here, but that doesn't seem like it's the same style though.
If you're looking at the savannah, yeah, there were some mock-ups that we're planning on doing. There's a discussion about making a, if you will, elite version of the town where a lot of those houses are going to go. This, if you will, the poor section will be in the muck, in the swamp of things. So things are here are muddy, things like that. There might be a higher status part of the town. So
so it will still be Scorn, but
yeah. Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
No problem, Ubnies. You're probably going.
Okay. So we're moving to next place then?
Yep.
Okay. Let's
Bye.
speedy Gonzalez across here.
Go back. Just find the goose. That's where the command block is.
There's the goose. Wait, oh, here it is.
You got it? Okay.
Creative.
I see it. Alright.
Okay, so that was Scorn.
That was Scorn. What's
Then
next?
this one
Ember.
doesn't have a place.
Yeah, that's a lot of work was done over there, but we have to fix that. Valentine. So, the two builders over here are Vidigaria and Craft Manus.
Yes, my good friend Vidgavia.
Yep.
Both
So this is
me and him are part of the Lionheart dynasty.
Okay. Very cool, very cool. So I will say what we're calling canal walls, purple, basically the sea walls, the canal walls, were done by Craft Manus. A lot of the buildings were done by Vid. He made this section that you just first saw basically as a template. Of course, you see the city in the background there. So Valentine is basically the lover's paradise of the kingdoms. It's the vacation home. There's a dark story here. As always, everything looks pretty on the outside. Underneath, maybe not so much. But that's the idea. Is a lot of inspiration came from Venice. So
yeah, I was to say it's very Venice.
Yep. And you're right, with the timeline thing or the era. Each kingdom has its own style and theme. It's kind of hard to pinpoint it into an era, but it's more based on theme.
Yeah, like it's not a bad thing to be a little bit all over the place with timeline and such, or like historical timeline. I mean, because you see it, like, for example, let's take animes and stuff like that.
Yep, exactly.
They'll be like all over the place when it comes to like timeline and how things make sense.
That's a good point. Very good point. Yeah, Vid's been very busy over here.
So many sideway buildings.
Yeah, I can't speak for his vision, but there is talk that he's building
he's doing very busy style, like very tight buildings, hallways. He's making it very dynamic, or like different heights and stuff like that. Yep. It's more like Venice, New York, if that makes sense.
It does. It's very close, city-like for an old town. But with the canals and stuff, it adds the Venice feel. Even some of the color palette is very bright, very much that.
The 8 will have to conquer these beautiful lands for the Alliance. Yes, Egg. Egg over here is mentioning something from my story, and Okay, the cat is meowing like crazy right now. I gotta let her out before something bad happens.
No problem, no problem. You know what happens when you go AFK on the stream, don't you? They'll put him in some, encase him in some bedrock. Doesn't work that well when you're in creative.
Okay. Whew. I is
Welcome
back.
back. Welcome back.
Yes, that was a whole lot of mess I did not want to deal with. So.
Totally understand that.
Okay. Is this it for this place?
Yeah, so everything's concentrated here. It is going to expand out. Just haven't got that point yet.
Yeah, so this is going to be a huge city then.
It's going to be a huge city, yep. Just for history point of view, Grumpy started this basically by himself, and just recently, I think within a year, he put it out to other builders to come in. He had some friends. I think Fixit was one of them, Callus and stuff like that. That came in and did like a building here and there, but a lot of it was done by Grumpy. Of course, the influx of new builders, this whole area got developed. Harvest is getting developed, stuff like that. Grumpy spent a lot of time in Sanctuary and a lot of Scorn too.
Oh, what bed is this? Light gray. Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't feel seem bouncy.
Nah, it looks hard, don't it? It's something to go sleep on either.
Okay.
Oh, sent you down.
Oh, that takes you outside.
Yeah, that one does. Let's see. So
That was Valenthian.
that was Labyrinthian. So let's before we get to Evergreen, let's go to Arcanus.
Okay.
So Arcanus is being done. It take a little bit to get there. Have to follow the path. So this is being done by Dom Retna. Call him Retna, but I think it's Ratine.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of our builders as well. He's also on Vastin. Yeah, we have to follow the path. I'll let the as it renders in, I'll let that speak for itself. That's why I'm kind of holding back my words.
Well, I think I know what this is.
Yeah,
I believe I've seen this before. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you probably rendering now. So this is basically the wizard school. So Arcanus is the kingdom of where the wizards are. There is a connection that's recently in one of the home episodes between the headmaster here and the Red Witch and Scorn. So that's where your higher arc storyline is coming into play. That these kingdoms do connect. It's not just little pockets here and there. But of course, this build is in progress. Not exactly sure where your perspective is right now, but there is a spiral staircase that goes up the center, and it's going to continue up. I think just talking about some power crystals it's going to connect to.
I just wanted to see that time lapse of this guy over the build. It was very nice. Where's my cinematic camera? There it is.
He does a lot of this on a stream that he does as well, but got to be a Patreon for him to see him.
To see his streams?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Dom Ratino.
Armatino. Okay.
Dom. Yeah, we call him Dom. D-O-M.
Okay, Dom.
Yep.
Oh, Dom Ratino?
Yep. D-O-M-R-E-T-A-N-A.
Okay. Yo, I like the purple down here. Very magic-y.
And I tell you what, just a side note, when we get done, I'll give you the descriptions to put in your stream videos, so all the links to the builders, to the voice actors, and their Twitter accounts.
Okay, okay, so there's a set description. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice. Yeah, that's very nice. And that's gonna go up higher, right?
It's gonna go higher, yeah. And like I said, there's talking about power crystals on top that gives an aura of magic. Like I said, this is a school. There's also, I believe, what they're talking about is the whole kingdom is ran. Obviously, right now this is a big build, but this kingdom is going to expand out. It's ruled by 5 houses, 5, I want to say wizards.
Okay, so kind of like Scorn, or just with wizards.
Yep. So there is a connection between the headmaster and the head of Scorn, but that was on his latest couple episodes there. So I always get lost here and get spun around, trying to find a way out. But
I believe it's the other way here. Yeah, you went the opposite way.
I did. Of course, I did.
Okay, and there's no other buildings but the tower right now, right?
Yeah, right now just the school. That was the main focus. Inside there, we actually could have took you there. There was actually a library in there. Filled that out with offices, dormitories, and things of that nature. So
inside the tower.
Yep, inside the school. Yep.
Wait, where's the button?
Right where I'm at, if you can teleport to me. I'm
Oh, there it is. Okay, the cow was hiding.
Oop. Give me 1 second, please.
No problem.
Yeah, he's just fine. Dude.
Leave it. Anything special?
Nah, just cheese pizza's fine. Where you ordering from? Yeah, that's fine.
You have to do it in the app.
Cheese pizza's fine. Storm coming. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay, so that was Arcanus.
One second.
Not a problem.
It's just getting rid of so many notifications on Discord. Okay.
Not a problem.
Where are we going?
All right, next one is let's go to Evergreen.
Evergreen, the big tree, I believe it was.
Big tree, yep. So, real quickly, Evergreen is basically the theme is basically a wood elf or kind of a Native American wood elf feel for us. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Native American traditions, well, not to a degree, but that's kind of what it is. It's spirit animals, things like that, nature, kind of like a wood elf if you want to think on those lines. That's why the angles and the spirals and stuff like that, and the roof linings and stuff like that. It's got a real elvish feel.
What
If you're looking
is
at
that?
So if you look at the bridge and you go up to the mountain, there's building a eagle statue on top of the mountain.
Oh.
So your builders here are Conniption Fit and Willow Lily.
I think I stopped by one of your streams once, and you were
Yeah.
building here, somewhere.
Yeah. Yep. There was an amphitheater. I gotta get myself familiar with this kingdom. So there is an amphitheater. Pardon for the cough.
Okay, so it's down here. A little underground tunnel. Got some bridges.
Mm-hmm.
So
You'll see these massive trees that is being done. Of course, we have world edit here. The idea this is basically underneath the tree, under the undergrowth, and yeah, you create these massive trees. Amazing.
Not an interior town.
Yeah, they haven't got to the interiors yet. There's a lot of concentration has been on the trees and getting the amphitheater. They will be in tiers, and what ends up happening is that you're trying to, as the Grumpy's getting episodes ready, whatnot, you try to create the set for the series. So I'm not saying we're sacrificing interiors, but sometimes you just move along. So we kind of attacked. I think 3 or 4 of us kind of attacked this amphitheater. So that's kind of where we're at now. This is basically the life stage, an amphitheater. It's big in it for Native American traditions here of acting out stories through acting and plays.
Okay.
So the idea is in the center here, you got the seating all around, and just basically tell stories.
What is this for? The pink jewel.
The pink was the game in the center because this is.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be like something
Nah, he marked out the center. The roof. There's gonna be a roof on this thing that he's building right now. Basically, it's gonna be a big gazebo, with all kinds of angles and shapes to it. You can kind of see how it's coming together, but it's all gonna meet in that center. So I think he marked out the center. Like I said, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Native American ways, but this is where they come. They'll tell their life stories or legends of their grandfathers or.
Like they would do in their like tents and stuff, like
Yeah, kind of. Yep.
And then suddenly ice or snow biome.
Yeah, yeah. You won't. I don't think you'll see it from the inside the amphitheater, but
No.
fortunately, that's why Minecraft is sometimes. When my single player world, I play on large biomes because of that reason.
Oh, okay. So you're single player, you're doing like a world 2 there or?
Yeah, I'm doing like a let's play there. It's my forever world, and then I do a series from here where it gives me the creative side of things. I don't have to worry about the grind and resource gathering. I can concentrate on my.
Oh yeah, that one is single player. Oh
Yeah.
no, I mean survival.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, very cool. And that's it for this place.
That's it for Evergreen, and then one of the newer kingdoms that we should start recently building is I believe the last one besides Ember. Which we can get to Ember.
Okay, where was the? Oh, there it
They
is.
become fun. Yeah, it's a little hidden in the.
I'm like, oh god, this one is really.
Yeah. We're gonna reset all these command blocks because like how Sanctuary is, where this is kind of the hub. Each one's gonna have this kind of area, or like where you went in the Sanctuary, where you had that little pavilion thing. Every kingdom's gonna have that. Right now, it's just spaced out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Gonna be
the
convenient.
last one. So there's 7 kingdoms here. We saw 5. We're going to see the 6th one. Like I said, the 7th one is Ember. Unfortunately, the command block. I think they changed one of the plugins for the server. For some reason, that command block got broken. He redid it twice, and it's still.
Mhm.
We gotta go to Rivet.
I mean, it's strange that the one command block should not work when all the others does.
Yeah, it's very strange. We have to fly a little bit for this one. So this is one of the newer kingdoms, so it's easy to get lost.
Okay, wait, which way are we flying?
I am heading towards. I don't know which way you went.
No, I didn't go anywhere. I looked at the blocks.
I'll come back to you.
I can TP to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
It's a newer kingdom, so it's not much for landmarks to grab.
Okay, where are we going?
So this place, as I'm getting lost myself, I think it's over this mountain, is an Asian steampunk feel. So a lot of it's in the air.
Oh yeah,
and mountains.
I've seen screenshots of this place. Oh, I found it. Okay, yeah, that's. Oh yeah, Grumpy has been showing us this.
Yeah, so it's like I said, it's one of the newer ones. So he's been spending a lot over here. Asian steampunk. So you have your flying boats. All these mountains are going to be covered in cities. But that's the feel here is Asian steampunk.
I think this, out of all the different areas, this is the most unique when it comes to theme and style.
Hey Jimbo. Hey Callus. That is shoulder shaders. That is correct. Yes. Extreme, I believe it is.
Oh, I love the interior on this one.
Thank you, Jimbo.
But yeah, because I don't think I've ever seen Asian steampunk or as much.
No, it's a real difficult mix to try to combine those two, but just
but I think it works though.
It does. Just give a recap. We're doing a little tour with one of the new builders here on the home server. I'm gonna try again. It's
Good luck.
Bulgaria.
No. Now you're mixing me with Bulgaria here.
Vidigaria is like stuck on my tongue, man. Great.
Yeah, that way.
Rhaegar.
Yeah, there you go.
Rhaegar. Sorry, very sorry. Now, but we're giving a little server tour here. Bragar, one of our newer builders, and apologize. We get it mixed up with another one of ours, Vendigaria.
We
For some
literally
reason,
just
I-
met today, or like spoke today together, so I don't blame you for
Yeah.
not getting it.
Yeah, we've been texting Discord a lot there,
Mm.
but actually, time to get a voice. I'm not sure you guys can you hear him? I've been having some trouble trying to connect Discord. You guys, can or cannot hear him? Let me know. Kind of curious. But this is the Kingdom of Rivet. This is the flying fish boat. But nah, it's gonna be a
Yes.
balloon airship.
Wait, mobs are on?
No, we're in peaceful. We should not have mobs.
Oh, why is there gunpowder on?
Uh,
Is that you?
No, Brownie Blitz played a joke on Grumpy on one stream because he on Brownie Blitz stream on Twitch he has a command a chat command that does a creeper hissing sound.
Oh,
I can't hear him. Okay, I'll have to fix that later. For some reason I had trouble getting Discord and OBS to work well, bringing in that voice.
yes. They can imagine my voice.
So Grumpy kept smashing the creeper button and scaring nobody, so we put a bunch of creepers in the boat.
Mhm.
Then we took one away because we felt bad.
Okay, so is it only Grumpy working in this place?
Right now it's only Grumpy because a lot of us got projects elsewhere. Like I got the harbor that I've been working on. I just finished up the building Scorn. Willow and Conniption Fit's been doing a lot in Evergreen to get the amphitheater up and running for a whole series that's been planned. So yeah, Grumpy's been spending his time here to get this kingdom up and running. And I'm gonna get rid of this creeper head while I see it.
I
That was a
hate when
joke.
my second screen turns off. Really? Trying to see my chat. There. There we go.
Popped it out.
Hmm.
So this is Rivet, one of the newer ones. Asian steampunk. That's gonna be it's a real tough build for that kind of theme.
I like the
Yeah.
sakura tree.
I like it. Yes, yes.
Has even
sakura
some
tree.
fallen leaves.
And there's a second tree.
There's a second tree too.
No, the guys in my chat can't hear you, so I was reiterating it.
Okay.
Then we have one of the little buildings that Grumpy threw together. I'm not sure what the purpose of this building is, but here's the interior.
There seems to be a like a home of sorts and then some storage upstairs.
Yeah, Jimmy, this is my first live stream. I hope I'm not too bad.
Wait, first? No, I've
This is-
seen you live before.
I've been on live streams, so this is my first for my channel.
What?
That actually.
I was
yeah.
so sure it was on your channel.
Nah, Brownie did one here that we did a tour with. I did on his stream. Then I did a little bit with Conniption Fit when he was building the amphitheater, and Foxy was doing one on the day I was building. So she asked me to join, but I actually never got down to doing my own.
Oh, wait, so that wasn't you on doing that amphitheater?
I was there and I was on voice, but it wasn't my stream.
Oh.
But you might have heard my voice.
Okay. So confused.
I'm very vocal.
Yeah,
You haven't, and Discords as well.
that's a good thing.
I come from a background in World of Warcraft. I ran a guild over there, so I enjoy the community aspects of games.
Ah.
I think everybody kind of knows I've been playing since October, so
Well-
Minecraft community is probably one of the best that I have seen. So
Oh yeah, it definitely is. I used to be into World of Warcraft too many years ago. Actually, long before I did Minecraft. That was like I would say my first game that I got really into was World of Warcraft because I just loved exploring and the world and the lore and all that, the character.
yeah, agreed. There was a lot of games I played, but like Diablos. I was big into strategy games, but the MMOs were new, and World of Warcraft was one. And you're right, the immersion of the world. Yeah, it hooked me. So
Mhm.
4 or 5 years I played that game. So
Yeah, I stopped when I finished Cataclysm because then the game became unplayable for me for some reason. It just started lagging and all. And I haven't played it since, but I always followed like the expansion trailers and updates.
I played up into Wrath of Lynch King, kind of was the highlight or the
Oh
high
yeah,
point, and then after that with the Deathwing Cataclysm, and then the Pandas, and then I kind of died off and faded out.
oh
They
yeah.
changed the way they did the game. They made it, I won't say free to play, but it created the raid system where guilds weren't a necessity much anymore because you could basically call it raid for hire, just pop into a thing.
Mm-hmm. I never
But,
did much of those. I just did questing and exploring. Okay, so are we
Jimbo,
done here?
yeah, I'm at the command block. You can go teleport to me. Jimbo, yeah, that's a loaded question. So there's roughly right now, I want to say about 10 builders, but there's a good number of that as well, 10-ish co-writers and writers. Grumpy being the main writer and the election person, there's probably about 10 writers, roughly around 10 to 11 builders, top of my head. I might be overcounting that. And then there's, man, I think, actually, you know what? I'm taking back the Sanctuary. Right on this wall over here is the voice actors. That everyone had a voice in one of the series, but so on the server itself for building is probably about 10 or 11, I think, top of my head. But there's so many people involved. Like I say, we build the sets for the voice acting and for the play, basically.
Vixen, Vix.
Mm-hmm. There's so many people involved. It's hard to shout out everybody.
What area are you working on mostly right now?
Right now, Harvest. I've been in that harbor a lot. I did the mill, one of my first builds, and then actually I'm gonna go back to Harvest now. I'll show Jimbo here. So I've been in this area a lot in Harvest. Harvest is the breadbasket of the kingdoms. Get at that. Yeah. You know, I was gonna turn to the day, but it kind of like to see what the harbor looks like at nighttime here. Harvest is the breadbasket, if you will, of the kingdoms here. We feed the kingdoms. So the harbor, there's going to be a harbor here, and there's a second harbor we're planning on building. All the trade. I mean, every kingdom has got a trade and export and whatnot, but a lot of the food comes from here. If you will, if you think about American states, the Midwest is our breadbasket. It's not. Yeah. It's all role playing, yeah, to a degree. We're building for the voice actors against the co-writers, and Grumpy puts it all together and makes a cinematic type storyline. I want to say Machinima. I can pronounce that properly.
I wouldn't call it a machinima because machinima often have like moving characters and such, but this is more like a visual storytelling, more like an audiobook over visuals of builds.
That's a good point. So he puts it as more of an audiobook, not a Meshiga, because I cannot pronounce that. That's because there's no characters or active visualization. But there's his latest series did a pretty good job. He put it into the library of the Arcanist, the wizard school, and it gave you a sense of where the conversation and the storyline was happening. So that's. Yeah, it's unique. It's hard to explain, but
yeah.
So my series doesn't come off as a role playing, but the main storyline is being driven by voice acting. It's like a play. It's like he's playing an audiobook. That's a really good way of putting it. But yeah, Jim, I've been kind of working over here. I did the mill that you guys seen on my first episodes that I came from the server. It's there, but we expanded into the harbor. Of course, we have to fill it in. I did these red stone lamps with daylight detectors. Yeah. And this white building's on my next episode is basically going to be the harbor master. I want to have that tower that goes up and yeah, basically I think I'm putting a maps system here, so of the harbor, so you can see what the ships come in and out, where they're docked and stuff like that. So. Thank you, Jim. Thank you.
I'm gonna turn it day if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
And the Hobbit holes on the side over here. That's where I've been spending a lot of my time. Just trying to get this harbor filled in, and then a town on the other side there. And of course, Scorn. I've been did the Crimson Lilies base there. So.
I'm gonna try and copy this bridge.
Bro. Sorry, Rigor, I was answering a question in my chat there, and they can't hear you, so I gotta fix it.
It's no problem. You talk to them as much as you like. Oh, I was just trying to figure out, okay, what can I do now that I know all the places and such? What are my possibilities?
So this server, Jim, is creative. We're at it. Of course, my other series is a survival. That's my LP, but this gives me the freedom of creativeness. But yeah, without the grindiness. But because of the extent of the builds and how big the kingdoms are, and the storyline is constantly evolving, the creative worlds only makes sense here. A lot of guys here are also playing on different servers. A lot of them are playing at a Realm of Bastion, Craft Away, stuff like that. So it's actually kind of nice to come back. We build up, like, so we'll do the harbor, and there'll be a storyline that Grumpy puts out with voice actors about that. So yeah.
Oh, that actually kind of perfect size.
We're copying the bridge over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you use dead coral for the base instead of cobblestone. If you're new.
Ah, that's what it is.
Yeah. I think you're one by the town, are you not? Are you?
In between the inn and the town.
I'll find you. Teleport. There you are. Yeah, so instead of cobblestone here, he used dead coral that gives the same texture as stone, but not the same as cobblestone.
Mm-hmm.
It was ingenious, actually. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that was a nice thing about the corals. They added dead corals adds a lot of new cool gray textures.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It wouldn't be much of a role play if it was in survival. That just the grinding of that would just take too long, way too long.
So wait, what are these?
Actually, that is a new bridge.
Lanterns.
This wasn't here before.
No, I just added it.
Oh, I see what you did. I'm sorry. Woo. I was away this weekend. I come back to see all kinds of new stuff. I was like, hey, that's a new bridge.
No, I just added right before you came here.
Yeah, gotcha. So all these pathway is basically gonna be rolling hills, horse ranches, because the horse is a big thing here. There's a horse race story that allows it basically gives out land titles for the residents. So it's based off the horse race. That's a big part of the storyline. So the horse is very important here. That's why they're going to be ranches, rolling hills of wheat.
Right, they win land?
Yeah, it's a land title or a deed. You can win it from the horse races.
Oh.
And this area over here where I'm at is going to be a second building. This is the main town of Harvest in progress.
Hello, William.
This would be the town hall and the horse statue. Big monument. Actually, I'm pretty proud of that. Actually.
Okay, let me come over.
Willow has been building over here with some of these houses, so they're gonna have shops and stuff that's gonna go on the side of this town hall, up and down this thing. It's gonna be quite big, quite big. There's a bridge on this side. It's gonna run out to the ranch. The ranches again. So, yeah, by no means these kingdoms are gonna be small. They're gonna be quite big. So creative is almost a must.
So do you have any ideas of what I could build?
Do I have any ideas what you could build?
Mm-hmm. Just to get me started, like, is there anything the city need, or?
Yeah, we probably could maybe talk offline about that because we can throw around some ideas. I got some builds in the harbor or the outer harbor. If you want to start there, Sanctuary got some things going on.
I could help out in the harbor if you would like some help over there.
Yeah, no, definitely not. It's gonna be
I'm so worried about stepping on somebody else's ideas and stuff here.
No, I get it. When you come in new, it's
Mm-hmm.
that's why I try to be the voice and try to make everybody feel at ease.
Mm-hmm.
It's really about communication, but really there's no spoilers here, at least from my aspect. Unless someone says so. Like even if you're doing a stream, if you want to come to the harbor, I don't care about spoilers.
Okay.
The only thing is I got the white building because I think I want to play my next episode on this one. It's the Harbor Master, but I have these two buildings lined up, and of course, if you want to move anything, like I got these two side buildings next to this diagonal. If you want to fit it, the idea with the harbor though is that I want to keep it tight knit because when you're in the outer city, which we haven't built yet, and heck, if you want to start outlaying that, that'd be cool too.
Okay.
Make a day here real quick. The idea is that you can't see the inner harbor until you go through the tunnels.
Okay, so this is gonna be blocked off then, like this.
Yeah, through buildings or for walls. Yep.
Okay.
And the only way into them is the tunnels that I had made. I call it like a telescoping effect, where you have a line of sight and then it opens up to the sea and all this other activity, but you can't see the outer town either.
Okay, so we can undo this, but I'll just try something. There. 3. No, let's just make it wool for now. So it's easy to remove. Make it 3, and then mask 2. So the path is gonna come out here.
Yep.
Do you want it to be organized city or town, or do you want it to be dynamic?
Dynamic. I mean, like I said, doesn't even have to be a path. It can, it could be a street, and then you have houses this way. You can follow the contour of the land. I got a wall here, but I was thinking about maybe a backside of another building that faces out this way. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have shops out here. You're going to have people living out here that work at the docks, and that's the idea. I like the dynamic structure, so it's not so uniform. But yeah.
What about height levels? We could, if it's going to be like dynamic, the land could go up and down in some areas too.
That is correct, and you're right. That's part of it too. I wanted a multi-level kind of build where the skyline, really, that's what you're pushing, is the skyline would change in heights. Like that, the dominant feature I think on this land will either be the mill or this tower. This tower is basically where the harbor master will go up and, check in what ships are leaving, where they're at, and also keep his notes. But that's probably be one of the most dominant features of the landscape. But not to say something else is bigger. Right now the mill is, but
is this going to be an open tunnel too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this would be an open tunnel.
So there would be a street here too. Then probably around. Okay.
Yep.
It's a little bit narrow when it comes to the river though. So there's not much space there.
Yeah. Just for people on my channel, we're talking about city layout. Unfortunately, I'm sorry you cannot hear what he's saying, but we're talking about the outer city layout. He's laying out this white wolf, or we're talking about street street layouts to be dynamic. We're also talking about the raise and lower of the elevation of the city, because obviously you want your builds kind of be not one flat area. You want dynamics in your builds.
Do you want the street to open up into this path? Is there going to be like a wall or a gate over here?
Which path are you talking about?
Behind you.
Yes. It doesn't have to be a wall. It can just walk right into the path.
Okay. So it's going to be open for people to walk in and out here?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the idea, because I haven't thought that far yet, but that was the real part that I was really focused on was, all right, let's contain the inner harbor, where you are forcing people to go through the tunnels.
What about a natural entrance? Not like a gate, but 2 little hills with like the path in between to go in.
That'll work. Natural entrance will be fine with hills. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. That'd be cool. Like I was playing ideas with this hill with the mill sitting on, maybe bringing it out a little bit. Heck, you
where?
can go down. Oh, you can go down the whole landscape of the peninsula. Maybe grab like the second up level block here, and we can expand that all the way out to the path. Based on the outer
no
city
idea where you are.
Yep.
You want to?
Just a thought. Just a thought. So you can take this second block that I'm standing on, we can run it out to the path, obviously with the inner city being lower than the outer city, so you create this multi-level landscape. Just an idea.
So, have this section here be higher?
It was it was a thought, yeah.
Okay, so let's if I mark it like about fill that in.
Heck, I was even saying take it all the way out to the path.
All the way to the path. Okay. Okay.
Like it's sitting on top of a hill with itself. It's just an idea. We have to play with it.
What I think could be cool is different areas, which are some are higher, some are lower. Like for example, right behind this facility, this is more leveled, so that you come in here, you see it's leveled. Then you walk over here, it walks up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm still taking that in the hills and whatnot. I was just thinking for overall land to bring it up 2 blocks, and then you can start doing your landscaping where you bring in the hills and stuff like that. Maybe it'd be too high, but for your base to be higher than the city, I think that was kind of cool. Again, this is all just thought. Like I said, I really was concentrating on the city, the inner harbor part of the town here.
Oops. Yeah.
So I got it.
So do you want the whole area all the way over to the path to be raised 2 blocks?
Yeah, let's give it a try and see what happens.
Okay.
And then you can start rolling in the landscape. So.
Let me just remove the.
I apologize, you guys, for my channel. I can't hear them. I had to fix that off stream.
Oh, that was all I could undo. Oh.
Uh-oh. It undo you right out of the game.
I undid myself.
Right out of the game. So if I grab... I wasn't sure if I was going to do some of these warehouses and walls or not.
25, mask, 30, no, yeah, 35. Let's fix that up. Voxel Sniper isn't that thing on here, is it?
Say again?
Is Voxel Sniper on here?
I'm not sure.
I guess I could check that real quick. I don't think it is for this update, so. No, it's not.
Trying to think maybe they would do some stalls in here. Not sure.
Okay, so to outline this is gonna be interesting.
I actually might take this building down. I gotta take this crane building down anyways. Okay. Take this down, take this, and that. Alright, so of course you know my crane building is kind of close to the warehouse. I want to actually slide it over. I'm thinking a block, maybe 2. I want to maintain this walkway that I have here. You don't mind me, man. I'm just kind of chatting to my viewers. Let's see. I want to grab the slab that's here. I want to maintain this walkway around the crane building because, like I said, this would be a wall. You're not gonna be able to see too much of the outer harbor area except for the rooftops. But I might have to shift this whole thing over. So let's go ahead and take. I want to take this down. Shift it over to. Let's try 2 blocks. Gives you enough for roof. Lost my chat window. Why did I do that? There.
So you see this whole area marked off now?
I'll check it out. Oh, yeah.
That is what you wanted to get lifted, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that brings everything up. Yep. Then you can start doing the rolling hills and whatnot and bringing the different elevations into it. But that starts your base. It's already higher than the normal city as it is. We can tunnel in. Yeah, we can have walkways with some slabs that walk down to the tunnels. Oh yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, I made a little bit of like a dent here with where the tunnel is, so that we have some space to like get up.
Yeah, oh yeah. We can smooth that out with if you didn't know, dark oak slab is actually a coarse dirt slab, so we can kind of work in some coarse dirt type pathing. The slab, that'll work. I'm gonna take this crane building down. I gotta move it. We've been streaming now for almost an hour, 20 minutes. I might go another 10, 15 more minutes, guys.
I was about to ask you how much do you normally stream, but this is your first time, so.
Yeah, this is my first stream. You find about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't know. I was kind of thinking the first one would be like a 45 minutes, just get my settings in. But
I tend to go for about 4 hours, a minimum.
4 hours is a long time. 4 hours is definitely a long time. Okay. And I was playing around with a app called Pretzel Radio that I forgot to get started for the music. So I hope my guys in my stream are not too bored at the moment.
Does it have like royalty-free music?
Yeah, Pretzel Radio is strictly royalty-free. But what does that mean anymore? YouTube?
Yeah.
YouTube anymore?
I've gotten a good amount of claims in my time.
Knock on wood. Not so much. Not so more. But I got a lot of mine from the audio library. I figure if it's good for YouTube to put them on that channel, then maybe it'll be okay.
Yeah. Right now I have a playlist that I have set up for my streams that I know work.
Yeah.
And that is Windswept and Fat Rat. Windswept is good for these kind of good medieval like builds and fantasy and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And he has a lot of royalty-free music.
2, 3. Come on, me counting.
Where did my day go?
Man, I'm getting some lag. So I move it over this much. Let's see what it's like when I get it built up.
Ah, this grass.
Alright. I like the acacia in this texture pack. It has an orange. A little brownish, not as orange as vanilla, but keeps the orange, but it has a brownish, almost a spruce type.
I actually don't mind acacia that much in vanilla, as much as like a lot of people hate it. I don't necessarily hate it. It
I don't
you just gotta use it correctly, I think.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Same with birch.
actually don't mind birch. Strip birch is awesome, actually. It's great for computer type building.
I have a friend who hates it with a passion. Like if he sees me build with birch, he'll like tell me to tear it down.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I should have covered up all the holes. Let's fill that in.
Let's see what this looks like. So this creates a little... Okay. So I'm probably going to put a wall here.
Okay, there we go. There's that lifted.
Probably put a wall here, guys, because I think I want to force everything through this tunnel to get around the crane. You know, basically use that as a storage area. Guess what I'll do. Let's see. Press on these. Yeah, something like that.
Of course I missed one. Okay,
So
there's that whole area raised.
that works. Yeah, I like that.
A donkey might have died over here.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, we can smooth the transition out. Oh.
You did not want walls for the city, right?
Not for the outside path, no. No walls.
Okay.
Start that. We'll smooth the edges out with that. At least the whole outer side is now up 2 blocks. We'll just have to smooth the edges out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like that. This, we'll probably build some shops along here. That'll work.
What do you say? Path first or building outlining first?
Build an outline first.
Okay.
Then we can put the path in. We see where the city's gonna fall and the buildings are gonna lie. So don't mind the dog barking.
No problem.
But it's been about an hour and a half, guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now. Thank you guys for coming in for my first stream. Really cool. We'll fix the technical issues with Discord here. Why you can't hear my counterpart over here. So. With that, as always, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, that means probably we'll end it too. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys back here soon. I'll probably try and do this at least once a week or whenever time says it's fitting to do so. Thank you guys so much for watching and see you guys next time.